Welcome to the Best of the Week podcast, guys.
Hey,
it is the Best of the Week podcast.
Hello.
Best of the Week podcast. Best of the Week podcast.
Best of the week.
I never know if we have to
Best of
do
the
much
week
for the Best of the
podcast.
Week podcast. Like, are we meant to deliver here, or can I just sort
Not
of
really.
phone it in?
Because the week's happened and we're out of here. But enjoy.
Okay.
Okay?
Cool.
Yeah, turn it up.
I'll turn it up. But
That was like so.
to a safe
It was
level.
really quiet.
Well, can I isolate that and use that for promos?
Yeah, I think it would be really exciting for the station.
Turn it up. Turn it up.
Yeah, can you turn it up?
Oh,
Yeah, turn it up.
oh
Yeah,
listen to the
cool.
podcast. It's so good.
Enjoy the podcast.
Yeah, it's a real ripper.
Ricky Lee, Tim and Joel.
Now, something that we struggle with, and when I say we, I mean Ricky and Joel.
Yeah.
I was today years old. Say what? So 13, 24, 10. I was today years old. It's when you've just realised something. I mean, some people have segments called I Only Just Realised. That's great.
Yeah, totally.
We do I was today years
I was
old.
today years old,
That's
or
ours.
as Joel calls it. Well, I always forget. I always forget what he...
Today is old.
I think I do it
I-
correct, and I think that's why you forget.
No, you.
You
What do
say
you
sometimes
say?
I was at this day old when I found out.
I was. Oh,
I was this day's old when?
this
I don't know.
today. Oh, you say I can't remember.
Something incorrect coming out my mouth doesn't
Of
sound
course
right.
not. You are.
You know
are
when you say
correct.
something so wrong that you can't actually get it wrong.
I was this year's old. That's what you say.
I was this year's old. That's fine.
Oh, okay. And is this one of those? I was
This is
this
one of
years old
those,
when?
but this
We
is
actually
like
got
a mega mix.
A mega list.
It's a mega mix
mega
of I was
mix.
today years old because
Yeah.
my
Okay.
mind was blown all morning. And this is all I could. This is
Busy
kind of shit
Monday.
I read in the news.
And also, you were up real early with
Yeah.
the Reece Alessandro love.
Oh,
He was
yeah.
on fire today.
Oh our boy Reese was
Yep.
just on the money with his sharp suit this morning.
He's so good. You've got to get behind
he
Reece
from
Alessandro
Canada?
with
Is he
a song.
driving or soccer? I can't. There's
He's-
so much going on.
He's chief political
is he
correspondent.
Formula One or soccer?
Isn't he for Channel 9? Didn't he take over from Crouch?
Yes.
Oh.
Yes. He's the serious reporter at Channel 9.
The Crouchmeister. He's got a big future, Reece.
Yeah, massive.
Huge future.
I feel like he's one day going to be in my beloved Pete Overton's chair. That's what
It's
I
a
think.
massive call.
You know, one day.
Guys, are such
obviously.
Channel 9 nerds. Like, I thought he was a driver.
But you would love Reece Alessandro.
Yeah, I'm a 7
He's
gal,
cool.
you know?
He's spunky.
Yeah, sure. I get it.
I'm
Ann
a
Sanders.
7 gal too, but
Everyone
I
loves Ann
like. I
Sanders.
love
Oh, no,
Reese.
I don't know. Okay, I'm an SBS person.
Is Ann Sanders on now? Isn't she on? Doesn't she do the 4:30 update?
And Sanders.
Yeah, and she does the afternoons, or is she just Sydney? Is that why Joel doesn't?
Is there such a thing as just Sydney?
Of course not.
Aren't you?
And just like that,
When you're in the big Sydney chair,
the big smoke.
aren't you everywhere? Anyway, we'll find that
I
out.
did just look up at my screen to see which station I was on, and an ad for magnesium tablets starring Tammin Sursok just came on, who I had the delight of working with on Neighbours, and she's one of those actresses that went to America for 2 seconds
Yeah.
and came back with a really thick accent. So she asked me how hot it was one day, and I said, "Oh, it's 35." And she goes, "What's that in Fahrenheit?"
I know. It's like I get it, mate.
Shut up.
You've been to America. Whoop-de-doo. It's like when people like move there, and that's the whole job. Like,
Oh my
what's
gosh.
Ricky doing now? Oh, she's in New York now, and then that's
Yeah.
where where it
Yes.
ends.
Yep.
Well, that's just
I
who they are
know.
now. They live there.
But what does
That's
she
what
do
they-
in New York?
Yeah, yeah.
Because anyone can go to New York.
Yeah, what have you been up to? I've just been in LA, just hanging out.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Just
Cool.
been in New York.
My
what
sister
else?
always comes back with an accent wherever she's come from.
Really?
I'm like, you had a 2-hour layover in Kuala Lumpur. Why are you Malaysian? It's not right.
I love it to see you, Joel.
Yeah,
I'm
like,
bi-coastal
Polly, you
now.
can't do that.
All right, I'm going to come back with the list.
Okay.
We've
It's a
been
mega
gas
list.
bagging. 13, 24, 10 though. I was today years old. What did you just find out? What have you just realised? As we do this, it's Jessica Malboy and Jason Derulo.
Boy.
Turn your chairs for this. Let's give you love, the Savo and Nova.
Ricky Lee, Tim and Joel.
Oh, yes. Give you love.
Yes, Jessica.
Jessica Malboy, Jason
Ask
Derulo.
Jessica.
Would they have recorded that in the ads of The Voice? They just do that in the
Yeah,
ads?
just run back to someone's dressing room. Just,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know, lay it
Knock it
down.
out. Knock it
Just on
down.
a cheeky
Well,
handheld.
those chairs look like they'd have good sound.
Yes.
Kind of like pony.
Yeah, or maybe
Yeah.
they recorded it through their little nude headsets. You
I
know,
do
they
like
wear
those.
those little face
Yeah,
headsets.
I do love those because you can't tell.
You can't tell.
It's really
Yeah,
fun.
when I look this way, you can't see it.
No, you don't have a mole there. What are you talking about?
Is it a skin tag on Jason Derulo's face?
Why is it beige?
I know.
When I hate those things because I have to wear them on Idol, and you can't wear earrings, or you can't have if your hair makes noise on the
really-
actual.
yeah.
It makes
But
noise.
also, don't you want
It's
to do something with your
annoying.
hands? I don't you want to hold
I'd
a
much
mic?
prefer
Of course.
that. I never know what to do with my
Or
hands.
say something.
Yes.
You're the host, for God's sake.
I know. I did ask, and they didn't want it. They liked
Well-
the cleanliness of. I'm like, what's so dirty about a microphone?
love
They're
mics.
only.
You've got a bit of weight to throw around now, though. Season
Are
2.
you calling me fat?
No,
Whoa,
I'm calling you
Joel
season
Creasy.
2.
Jesus.
You've got that season 2 power.
Oh yeah.
Now,
Make
Carly
some changes.
and
Season
Never
2
Waiting.
energy.
We're asking you, I was today years old,
God,
right?
they've been
13,
on the
24,
phone.
10.
Today is
Why don't you do one of your list, then I'll go to the calls just to do them the justice of
Okay.
not hanging on for another 10 minutes.
Why do you?
It's Carly and Nev.
Sorry, guys. We've just been
Never
chatterboxes
Neve.
over here.
Wonder. We'll get to that.
Do you guys know why you get morning wood?
Is it something to do with your body waking up and blood flow?
Hang on. Is it got to do with sexy dreams?
No, well, no. So there's your testosterone throughout
My
the
what?
night.
How do you pronounce that?
Testosterone.
Oh, testosterone.
What?
I thought it was.
What happens to her throughout the night?
It increases throughout the night. So then
Does it?
there's that, but then
maybe I'm
also,
I've always
so
thought
I
that
always
Joel
thought,
was always his most manly at 3
yeah,
a.m.
3 a.m. That's when you're the most.
Fast asleep
Right.
with an eye mask on.
And I always thought that that's what it was, right? But it's because your bladder, the reason you wake up and you're a little bit seemingly excited in the morning is because your bladder is full, and that sends a signal to your spine, which then creates.
Morning wood.
I'm just trying to think the last time I was blessed with such a way to wake up. I
You're
don't
not a
think
morning-
It happens to me that often.
Not a morning girl.
I'm just trying to think, and now I feel.
Maybe you know
weird.
what it is. Too many ice baths, mate. Maybe it's shrunk to a point where
Maybe
it's just
it's-
like not coming back.
Maybe it's
do you
up
think
between
that's
your
why I'm doing-
lungs.
that's why I'm doing the ice baths. I'm like, oh, this is too big. I've got to fix this.
Cool it down. Gotta call the jets.
Hey, Carly, you were today years old when? What have you just realised?
It wasn't me, but my partner had popped the dishwasher on and asked him to add an extra glass in, and he freaked out, thinking if he opened the door that the whole dishwasher was filled with water and it would flood the kitchen.
I love opening the dishwasher to put a glass in because you get a little steaming facial.
Or sometimes if the thingo is spinning around, you get like a cheeky little blip, little bit of water that escapes. Yeah.
Let's clean these plates, babe.
Sometimes you can just put the glass in the sink and wait for the cycle to finish.
You could, but then
you know,
you
wait
just
for
want to
someone
you
else
want to
to
get
do
it done. You know,
yeah,
these
I
people
know.
just want to get it done.
Yeah.
This other thing that I realised today was something that I realised I hadn't thought about it since I was a kid. Like when you're a kid, you kind of form an idea
Yeah.
of something, and then that's kind of just what you go through life
Of
with.
course. Like
Without any.
my
Syria?
10-year-old just realised it's not called cucamonga, it's cucumber. And we never corrected her. And she found out at school. It was so embarrassing.
no.
It's just like, it's not cucamonga.
It's no.
like, no, it's
Because
not.
that's a cute thing for her to say
cooler.
to you. It's
I
like your
know.
little thing.
I know. I want them to say that wrong things
Forever.
I
yeah.
can say that for you.
Cucamonga.
Yeah, please.
Oh, that's really
Cucamonga.
cute. Well, you know, on airplanes,
I've heard of
when
them.
people
Oh,
go to
yeah.
the toilet, I
Yep.
just thought from when I was a kid, you know the little butthole on the plane?
It goes straight out.
I thought
Yeah.
that when you go to the toilet and you flush it,
Yeah.
it goes out
Bang.
Well, I,
straight
hope
over
not.
Fitzroy.
I live under the flight path. I hope that's not the case.
and of course
No wonder
it
my hair
doesn't.
smells like crap.
Of course it
And you
doesn't go
can't.
out the back. Of course it goes. But as an adult, I've never
But where does it go, though? Does
thought
it go
to think
into a
about it.
little
It
tub?
goes into like a little compartment that, you know, obviously keeps it safe, and then they drain it when you like, of course.
Yeah.
Gotta
Imagine
keep that
job.
poo safe. Yeah.
I heard last week or the week before, though, that they make airline food so salty to try and prevent people from even using the bathroom.
Yeah.
Because
It's
otherwise,
like that whole myth that they put Imodium in their food, but I think, yes.
it's just heaps of salt.
That's why I love plain food.
Well, it depends. If it's breakfast time, obviously.
I can't
Excuse
eat
me, chef.
eggs.
Can I see the chef?
I can't eat eggs.
How do you have these eggs done?
Excuse me, who's at the front preparing this? No one, just a microwave. Would you like to see the microwave?
Can I have a word with the microwave, please?
Hi, microwave, or microwave, as some people may call you.
One thing I know for sure, no eggs in champagne. Now, Nev.
It's always the same thing.
Nev, you were today.
How you doing, guys?
You're really good,
Good.
mate. Well, what did you just work out?
Good.
Yeah.
I've just worked out that I'm no longer in my 20s. I went out with the lads from work who are all in their 20s, and We went out for the beers from about noon o'clock on Saturday, and I woke up
Yeah.
Sunday, and even today, Monday morning, I'm absolute ribbon from it, man.
Oh,
I
absolute
feel your
ribbon.
pain.
It's the
Yeah,
worst.
it's
As you get
so
older,
bad.
those hangovers, they just last and last and last.
Yet to experience
Days.
that.
I get 2-3 day hangovers now.
Yeah, you do.
I know, it knocks me about.
And then that like weird anxiety hangover on day
Hangxiety,
3,
yeah.
anxiety, and you just feel weird.
Yeah.
You don't know why. You're questioning the meaning of life. It's the worst.
Yeah.
Just stay drunk.
I'm going to give it up.
Is my tip.
Of course you do, yeah. Is that how you get heartburn too? Is that during the
Yes.
hangover?
Or too many days
too
in,
many
too many days in a
yes.
row of trying to avoid the hangover.
Yes.
That's when
Yes.
that's
Give it
when
up.
I get heartburn because I'm trying to. Yes.
Do you have one more? Today is up.
I do.
Go.
So fighter pilots, when they're up in the air, they can't just go to the toilet, and it's not easy to
It's
just.
all toilet related.
It's all toilet related. It's all actual. Yeah.
Should have known. Yeah.
When they need to go to the bathroom, they can't just like go in a bottle. They can't just
No. they're
drop the
fighting
plane and
enemy.
just jump out. So what they do is they have these pee bags because sometimes they can be flying for up to 8 hours. They wee into the bag,
Yes.
right? And then it's with something inside. It turns into like a jelly, and then they can close it. But they just have to make sure that they put it somewhere that just in case it doesn't like open up.
And you got to move it from the actual jelly because that's delicious.
Yeah, they don't want to get it mixed up with
No.
their
Airplane
peanut butter
jelly.
and jelly sandwich.
Airplane jelly.
Oh my gosh. You should go on Mastermind. I don't even know what your topic would be.
Peens, of course.
Yeah, what's your expert
Yeah.
topic?
Peens?
Oh, wow, look at
Pains
that.
and everything that happens down there. And
Everything.
Bowel movements.
all of that. That's my
I love
expertise.
that.
But how cool is that? There's like a little thing in there, and it
So
turns it
cool.
into jelly.
Ricky Lee, Tim, and Joel.
Have you ever flown? Have you ever flown private? 13, 24, 10 if you have. Or if you haven't because you're normal. What did you put on the work credit card? Same thing,
No.
same but different. 13, 24, 10. If you've flown private, tell us all about it. Please let us in. Or what did you put on the work credit
Tell us
card?
about it.
Give
Because
us a
I've,
call.
I've not had the honour of flying private.
I did on this show.
Oh, that's right.
We did
Before
the
I was-
show from a private jet.
Did you? When?
The
The
few,
show?
few years ago.
A while back in the day.
It sounds good in theory, but did it work?
Oh, it was great. I loved
show
it.
from a jet. That would be
let's do it
very fun.
again.
Yeah, I loved it. Yeah, I've
Yeah.
got contacts. I got the guy. He was flying Luke Combs and Albo around recently.
Yeah, well, let's do it. Let's go to Coldplay in Perth.
Oh my god,
Albo
let's
loves
fly
them so.
private to Coldplay in Perth.
Well, can you name the Deputy Prime Minister? Don't be ashamed.
I can because I've got the sheet.
That.
It's like Richard Marx, but it's not
That's
Richard Marx. It's
Steve
Richard Miles.
Coleman.
Yeah, Richard Marx.
Miles. He gave it a crack, Ricky. I like that. He's the deputy PM.
He's very
right?
handsome.
And
He is.
He is very handsome.
Handsome man, you know.
He is. He looks like someone that would be like on a House of Cards type TV
Yes.
show.
The Good House of Cards, or
Yes.
where it wrecked, they got it wrecked.
Just House of Cards.
Oh, okay.
Just the whole thing I thought was really good.
I-
Do you hate that too?
No, I love House of Cards.
But you hated it
But
when Kevin Spacey wasn't
Kevin
in it, didn't you?
Spacey was House of Cards. And I think it's okay to say that because he's not guilty on all charges. So I think I'm now allowed to say I preferred House of Cards with Kevin Spacey.
I think
I'm
everyone
yet to
did.
see it.
But I still just, it was nice to see it end. It was tied up nicely at the end. Would it have been better
Oh,
with
really?
Kevin
Of course.
Spacey?
And then this.
Yeah. Hey?
I used to cut his apple up for breakfast. I used to want to just eat my breakfast like that, sitting on the bench, the breakfast bar, just cutting up apple with a knife.
And just like eating it. Yeah. That was in the Bodyguard movie. Remember in the kitchen before Kevin
Yeah,
Costner had the
yeah.
fight with that guy, with the other security guy? He had it was like a nectarine or a peach, and he was doing that same thing.
I love
And I always
that.
wanted to do that.
Eating fruit with a knife is like
I cut
So
myself.
hardcore.
so hardcore. Apparently, he had dinner with Elton John the other night.
Who?
As in Richard
Kevin
Marx.
Spacey.
Kevin Spacey. I thought we were talking about Richard Miles. I'm like, we can't even name him, and he's having dinner with Elton John.
So
No, we've been talking about Kevin Spacey and House of Cards for 20 minutes.
I know. I know.
Oh, I thought we were talking about Richard Miles.
I know. I'm trying to get my story back on track because I'm a
Okay.
broadcasting professional.
You are. Sorry, we've
So
ruined
Richard
it for you.
Miles. He's the. How are you looking at the clock now?
Yep.
Oh my god! People are hanging on my every word because they want to know what's happened. Oh, you're kidding.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, sorry. I thought you were playing me off.
It's not the Academy Awards.
You do it to me all the time. You always
True,
cut me
actually.
off.
Okay.
Okay, Deputy Prime Minister Richard Miles has run up a VIP flight bill of $3.6 million. Ooh. They're not revealing where he went or who he took on the plane as guests,
Oh,
citing
fun.
security issues.
Oh, okay.
Obviously VIP.
Was it a G6?
Well, he spent double the amount Anthony Albanese spent in the final quarter of 2022. Mm-hmm. I want to fly private.
Well, you should do it. I've got a hookup.
Oh, I've been sending you these. We're telling you about these flights.
Yeah, let's do it. Hey, we've got two
Empty
people,
legs.
Holly and Ryan. Hey, Holly.
Hi,
Hi,
Holly.
how are you?
You've flown private. Well, you sound like you've flown private.
Oh,
This is
hi,
great.
Holly.
I love this.
Tell us about
I
it.
flew private when I was 18 because I knew a pilot who flew private jets for a really, really rich guy who owned one.
Oh, yes.
I
And
love pilots.
so much better than flying commercial. You just get to walk onto the plane.
I like the
get
idea of
someone serving. Yes.
driving on my own car onto the tarmac.
I know.
And getting out.
Yeah.
And getting onto the plane.
And then someone, whoever, just takes your
I
car
know.
and
Who
parks
cares?
it. Who cares?
Who
Someone
cares?
gets your bags.
Give me a new car. I
Yeah,
don't
keep
care.
it. I'm flying private.
Yeah, that's
Whatever.
right. Have it.
This is how I travel now.
Ryan, what about you?
Yeah, mate, how are you?
Yeah, great, thank you. How are you?
Hi, Ryan.
Excellent. I'm very good.
Oh, it's very
I
good.
used to be Kerry Packer's private chef, so while around back in the day. Yeah.
Is it true that he only drank Fanta?
So, yeah, he was, well, when I worked for him not long before he passed away, he obviously had a kidney transplant, so he couldn't drink. So, but
Yeah.
we got on the Bellagio jet back in the day flying to Las Vegas, and he asked me what I'd have, and I said, well, what's the most expensive thing on here? Well, I drank Richard Hennessy all the way to
Oh,
Vegas.
yum.
Oh, Ryan, good on you. That is a great
I
story.
just take the Hennessy, but yeah, that's amazing.
Yeah.
What was his
Amazing. It
favourite
great
meal,
fun.
by the way?
I really
what
liked
was
it.
like?
It was just catering just on there. I can't remember actually what we ate, but
Yeah.
I just travelled with him to cook what he wanted whenever he wanted.
Yeah,
And that wasn't very often.
when you cooked for him, what was his favourite thing that you cooked?
Lamb, roast lamb.
Yeah,
He had
it's
roast
classic.
lamb. He got lamb from Elliston all the time. It was always on the menu. You have to write a menu every day, but always lamb available.
That's
so
nice.
it was his favourite thing.
You know, I heard that. So Catalina in Rose Bay in Sydney, they have a little private entrance for boats,
Yeah.
Yes.
and apparently he loved his fish and chips, so the boat would drive into that.
So, well, I mean, when I worked for him, he went to the restaurant Bank, and ordered a cheeseburger from McDonald's.
Amazing!
I love
That
it,
is
Ryan.
funny.
Thanks
I
very
love
much for your
it.
call, mate.
No worries.
Thank
Cheers,
you.
mate.
There you go. Look at that. Ooh.
Ricky Lee, Tim and Joel.
Bleeding me dry like a damn.
Vampires. I'm back.
It's back.
She's back.
She's back, baby. All right, vampire.
I did get used to vampire.
Vampire?
I do love that.
I'm trying to convince Sherilyn Barnes to come in and say hi, but I think she's a bit shy.
Is
Bit
she?
shy.
She's got to come all the way from Campbelltown as
Oh
well.
no! How's she going to get
Yeah.
here?
Oh, really? Oh,
Yeah.
maybe she can go and do something from I-90. Is it? No, not I-90. That's Wollongong.
No,
What's
that's the goal.
C91.3? Is that still around? Campbelltown? C91.3?
Oh.
Seatown's got its own radio
It does.
station.
I remember when
yeah,
it launched.
Bro.
It got a lot of old school Triple M guys out there. Rob Duckworth was involved. Stuart
Wow.
Cranny was involved. It was massive. I listened to it. I loved it.
But you
love
listen to every radio station.
Yeah,
You sponge it up.
you just love it. You love radio. I was talking about you this morning
Oh, yeah.
when I was in the studio, and we were talking about how amazing it is, the things that when we are kids, you naturally gravitate to. Like the story you told me about how when you were a kid, you used to like backing out songs, and
Yeah.
like normal kids don't do that. That's
Yeah.
You knew that was something you were going to do, and I was the same with singing and lyrics and performing and all of that. And
And
I'm
Joel
sure
used to
you
have
were the
hissy fits
same.
when he was young.
No, like I always just naturally walked like I was on a catwalk, you know? Like
You're
modelling
supermodel,
was in my
yes.
DNA.
I love that.
Well, let's talk about how epic the lineup was. Maybe you went to a festival, music festival, and you're like, this, you're not going to believe who was on this
Rumba.
bill.
Oh, right.
13, 24, 10. Was that Shaggy?
Shaggy, Pink.
Pink, Nelly Furtado, Bon
yeah.
Jovi, Shakaya,
Like Sister to
Sophie
Sister or
Monk,
something.
Oh my
S2S. Yeah, that was so good. Selwyn, do you remember Selwyn? He was from
Yes.
Perth.
Oh yes, I got the day off school to go to Rumba.
Selwyn!
Yes, big deal.
I remember Selwyn.
Yeah.
And then I remember, if we're going to keep talking about Triple M, I remember they did M1. and that was like Creed and Fuel.
Sick.
It was like that. It was like that was like rumba for blokes.
Yeah, for straight men.
Oh my
so
God,
fun.
but
Oh
is
my
that
gosh,
Delta and
Rumba.
Beck
Oh my gosh, that's
Cartwright?
right. Craig David was on.
Yeah.
Cartwright.
Oh, Emma Bunton.
Emma Bunton.
What took
Wow.
you so
Long.
long? What took you all
Pink wouldn't be
night?
sharing the stage now.
No
Like,
way.
She's not doing
But I
rumba.
remember-
It's more like rumble.
Did the year that Pink did it, she did I remember she stood on a chair and she sung our song, What's Up by the Four Non Blondes.
Oh,
she?
that's her sticking it to the man.
Nailed it.
Did she
It was-
really?
Yeah, it was so
Oh,
good.
God, that's rocking it out
Because
properly.
she knows that, you're meant to sit on a chair, but she's like, you know what? So what? I'm a rock star. I got my rock moves. And then she got up on that chair.
So you know what she'd do if you took her out to dinner or a cafe? She would flip
Mm.
the chair around like this.
Oh, yeah,
sit like
absolutely.
that.
Of course.
She'd sit like that.
I go,
Yeah.
Right.
what's everyone ordering?
What do you guys
Yeah.
want? What do you
Yeah.
want?
Backwards cap on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Smoking a
I'm in for a
ciggy.
good time for a long
Smoking in the
time.
restaurant.
Oh, yeah, smoking. She's got
Yeah.
a hair warehouse voucher in the back for more gel just in case
Oh,
she needs
yeah,
it.
heaps of gel.
Yeah.
Fresh
She's out
clippers.
for dinner.
Yeah, she knows where a spotlight is at any moment for more,
course.
Yeah.
for more silks.
Yeah, of
I need
course.
more silk. How am I going to get home? I don't have the Uber app.
Yeah, she gets Uber bike, like motorbike.
She's
so
always
rock.
wearing
Yeah.
leathers. Always.
Yeah.
So wrong.
She'll Uber reserve one of those Harleys, a big fat boy. and
Doesn't
you can
work.
say
And-
fat boy because it's the
Yeah.
name of a bike.
And she doesn't wear a helmet because she's hardcore.
No way. And if she did, no face
Wouldn't
guard.
matter.
way.
She's got the gel. Well, that's gonna. There's so much gel in there. It's like a helmet anyway.
And she wears fishnets, not pants.
She's not wearing any pants, just fishnets.
Yeah, yeah.
Just
yeah.
fishnets.
Yeah.
Because she's a pop star as well.
Yeah, would
She's
you have a
hardcore,
little
but she's still a pop star.
Denim shorts over the fishnets?
Nah, undies.
Nah.
Just undies?
Yep.
What,
Yeah.
briefs?
Oh, they're glittery, of course,
Oh,
and
okay.
they've got pink with the exclamation mark
Okay.
on the bum.
Okay, good.
Yeah. She's always branding.
Always.
She's very good at that.
Just an exclamation mark down the front too, little dot. Boop.
Oh yeah, or just a little strip.
Landing
Little-
strip.
little glitter strip,
My
you
God.
know?
Oh, I was talking landing strip.
Same.
Oh, sorry.
glitter.
Oh, my God.
Whoa.
God, okay. Can't read your mind all the time.
Can I tell you
Jeez.
this lineup?
Yeah, please do.
So this was a festival in Leeds in 2000. People have been freaking out about because this lineup is
This is
so
Reading
good.
and Leeds. So
Okay,
Reading
Reading and
Festival
Leeds.
and Leeds
Oh,
are
okay.
together.
Oh wow.
So
Yeah.
the cost of the ticket was £80.
Okay, go. Right.
And the lineup was Oasis,
Yeah.
Pulp, Stereophonics,
Oh, I love them.
I love Steve.
Placebo, Slipknot,
What? What?
Eminem,
This is a festival for my mother.
right? Rage Against the Machine.
I love these guys. I saw them at the big day out when they knocked the light tower down.
Oh, wow.
And people climbed up the light
Yeah.
tower and it fell.
Oh, great.
Blink 182. Oh, this was such the sound of that era for me
Yes,
anyway.
This reminds me of catching the bus.
Foo Fighters were there.
Wow.
The Blundstones were there.
Oh,
Is that
yeah.
how you say that?
Sure.
I've obviously never heard of that band.
Same.
This was in
and then-
2000.
Yeah.
And then some of my faves, Limp Biscuit.
It's a hectic festival.
The year 2000 was White Angry Man.
Oh,
Yeah.
It really was.
so good for angsty teens too.
Because I think Woodstock 99, which we've all seen the doco, that awful doco,
Yeah.
that happened, and that was a similar lineup. And then that whole kind of group of bands toured to Australia in 2000.
Yeah,
and
because
just
wasn't that
wrecked the big
Fred?
day out.
Yeah, Fred Durst.
Yes.
was part of that kind of hysteria inciting all of the craziness at Woodstock. That
it was nuts.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they didn't care. Chili Peppers were on that lineup too, not the Reading and Leeds one, but
and wasn't old mate had his old fella out?
yeah, of course he did.
Oh gosh.
And they
what's
sang-
going on?
they-
Helicoptering around the stage like
And
it's nobody's business.
They did Fire by Jimi Hendrix, pretty much encouraging people to set
light
stuff
fires.
on fire, and they
Yeah.
did.
Oh, this is why festivals aren't really my scene.
Yeah, no, we much prefer glittery pop stars.
Melissa,
Yeah. Or a day spa.
were you at Rumba? Is that what you're saying?
No, I was at the Reading Festival.
Oh, you were at Reading Festival in 2000. Wow.
Yes, I was. Oh, actually, no, it was 98. I thought it was 98. Yeah.
Hey, look, there's
was-
every chance that I've got the facts wrong here. So
No, but wait, Melissa, it means you had a great time if you don't know the year.
It was incredible.
What was your favourite? Who was the highlight?
Do you know what? I can't remember a lot of it, but yes.
Oh,
Melissa,
Okay.
sounds
Good
like
stuff.
it was a wonderful time. Can't remember.
Yeah.
I love it.
Well done, Melissa, on being there.
Yeah.
Hey, she
Physically, mentally doesn't sound like
It
yours.
doesn't sound
few too many shardies
She
before
sounds
she
more
went.
like the country, what is it, the Country Women's Association kind of girl.
Stop it.
You know, like Lamingtons,
Stop it.
not Oasis.
Stop
Not
it.
Lamingtons. Bradley, how epic was the lineup for you?
Hi, Bradley.
Hello, guys. Depends on how much time you got. So, first epic one was I won 2 tickets off B105 to see Pink on her first tour.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my gosh. B105 cutting up
40
pink grass.
40 cents, then SMS to win 2 tickets. But then the best lineup I think I've seen was the 99 Big Day Out.
Yeah.
The last night, Prodigy, Chili Peppers, Groove Armada,
Huge.
all played. Because my birthday's Australia Day, so I go every year. It does cancel now. And this year, I'd have to say, getting to see Florence and the Machines at the Southern Wine Festival just a couple of months ago.
All right. Lots of stuff there,
So
Bradley.
good.
A music man, regular Molly Meldrum.
He's like Tim.
The big day out in Sydney was great because it was on Australia Day and it was also the hottest 100. So what would happen is you were at the big day out and they'd flash up the hottest 100s on the screen,
Oh, that's amazing.
and it was always 48 degrees.
Yeah, always.
And you have one beer and you're off your head.
Of course.
Yeah, and a big
like-
glass of water.
Huge glass of water. You've got to stay hydrated.
So hot.
Especially when you're in the sun, you know?
At a festival.
I interviewed the
You know.
Prodigy and they're the most delightful, English, polite
Really?
Wow.
gentlemen. They were
Fancy guys.
so lovely.
Wow. Yeah, because their faces don't really give that.
That's better.
My mum loves the Prodigy, so you could, really knock her socks off with that tidbit.
Really?
Well, your mum
Jenny's
loves the
hardcore.
Prodigy and Luke Combs. She's in love.
Ricky Lee, Tim and Joel.
Sometimes we need to speak about the big guy, the big cheese.
Yeah, sometimes we have to cover the big issues, and I'm glad that this has been handed to me. Pope Francis, might have heard of him.
Fran.
He just had the Pope, they had the big Pope thing in Portugal, Pope Fest or something.
The big Pope
What was that, Pope
thing.
Pope Fest in like a ton of young Catholics from around the world went to Portugal and had I don't know what they do, but they had a celebration. It looked wonderful.
I don't love how if the Pope is so trusting, he gets around in a bulletproof car. I reckon he should be a bit more like Santa, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Jump on a
he should have
sleigh and
sleigh.
have the
Out and
reindeer
about.
taking you around.
Yeah, that's right. Out and
Yeah.
about, you know?
Yeah.
Well, Francis, the current Pope, he's known to be a big lover of cookies. So much
Oh,
so
sweet
that a
tooth.
local,
Card,
yeah.
yeah.
So when he was in Portugal for the festival, a local pastry shop in Lisbon created a custom cookie for the Pope.
Have you been to Portugal?
So I have been to Portugal.
Oh, yeah, I
actually.
know you have, yeah.
That was the year that Jess Malboy did.
I took Jessica
Eurovision,
Malboy
right?
to Lisbon or Lisboa, as the locals say.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Yeah, and so irritating. The cookie, so the Pope cookie has an edible printed image of the Pope on it with icing and coloured sugar sprinkles. But the Pope's favourite cookie is an Argentine biscuit filled with dulce de leche and
yum,
covered
I
in
love that.
chocolate.
I
Yum.
love
That looks
stuff.
amazing.
That looks really good.
His face on it, though, I could do without.
Don't you think it kind of looks like a puffed up Jats
It does a bit.
It does.
cracker?
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks cheesy.
It does. Oh my gosh! You just reminded me of something. Of some biscuits that I love.
What was some that I
Someone's
love?
going to Woolworths on the way home.
You just reminded me of some that I love.
So some that I love.
I do love that. I've got a Pope Francis bottle opener because he's the Argentinian, isn't he? Isn't he
believe so.
Argentinian, or
There's
is it
been
the-
quite a
or was
few
that the one
recent-
before?
Yeah.
Because when I was in
Benedict wasn't he?
because when I was in Buenos Aires, they have him on all the bottle openers.
Really? I'd love to go to Buenos Aires.
Oh yeah, it's this one. Yeah, I've got Pope Francis on my fridge as a magnetic bottle opener.
Brilliant. Well, what's your Holy Trinity? Have you decided?
Oh yeah, I've got my 3. This is your Holy
Okay.
Trinity of biscuits. I've gone sweet just because for some reason when I hear biscuit, I hear sweet. But
Okay.
are you doing
Yeah.
savoury? So
Well,
I feel like I want to go savoury
mine's
too. I'm a
very
savoury guy.
one savoury into a sweet.
All right, 13, 24, 10. Do you want to go first? Ladies first.
Okay.
Go.
Well, Joel,
Okay.
you just reminded me, and this just knocked Oreo off the perch.
Oh,
Oreo?
Bye, Felicia.
Well, that's gone because you just reminded me how good Cheds are.
of course.
How good are Cheds?
They are the best.
I wouldn't call it.
Cheds.
I'd call it a cracker.
Really?
We're doing
I
biscuits.
would call it a
Okay,
cracker.
cool. Oreo, number 3.
Lucky you had this substitute ready
Cool,
to
bro.
go.
Because 10 past 5, we're doing what's your 3 favourite crackers, cracker.
Okay, of course. Perfect, of course. Silly me. Oh my gosh. Then there is number 2 would be Anzac biscuits. I love a good crunchy,
Oh, she's an
crunchy
Aussie girl.
Anzac.
Wow.
And number 1.
That's your Trinity.
Yeah, shut up.
What's your
And
one?
number 1 is Kingston's by far.
Oh, yeah, Kingston's
like
are fun.
Country Mile,
Really?
Kingston's, that
Yeah, yeah.
chocolatey stuff in the middle.
Yeah, true.
All right, I'll go.
go.
Look, the top 3 has moved Ginger Snap out. Ginger Snap's number 4
Oh,
for me.
see you,
Okay.
Ginger Snap.
Bye, Ben.
3 is a double coat Tim Tam
Oh, damn.
Oh,
I've
you
got
do
that on
love
my
a double
list.
coat.
in the fridge.
Gross.
Then I go second, Walker's shortbread.
Oh, yeah.
Like the one that
Didn't
literally
think of
just
shortbread.
departs your body as soon as it
Oh,
hits your
my
mouth.
gosh. And it just like
Yeah.
falls apart in your mouth.
Yeah, and number 1, mint slice.
Ooh, yum.
That's
In the
surprising.
fridge. In the fridge.
Why does
Yeah.
that surprise me
Because I love
so
minty
much?
things. Really?
Well, that's kind of like a grandma thing.
No, Ginger Snap's grandma.
You're a real grandma.
I am. Sometimes I'll have a mint slice and do the crossword. Suit
Yeah,
me.
your at-home activities are not the same as your extracurricular activities.
You should get into knitting.
Totally. Sit there knitting, eating your mint slice, having a cup of tea.
Let's go to Sarah before we hear yours, Joel. Hey, Sarah, what's your holy trinity? I'm just trying to mix it up
Hi,
a bit. Yeah.
Tim.
Oh,
Hi, Tim. Hi,
Sarah.
Ricky. I love you. I just want to say I love you.
Oh, thank you so
Also-
much, Sarah.
I love the chocolate, just a normal chocolate, a Kingston for sure, and a Monte Carlo. Definitely.
Paul,
Chocolate.
Sarah.
Hang on, chocolate what?
Just with that normal chocolate, you know, the one with cream in the middle.
Normal. Yep.
Just normal chocolate biscuit. Joel.
Sarah,
Joel doesn't
I'm not
exist.
talking to you because you didn't acknowledge me at the start. Hi, Mona.
Oh, hey, Mona. Ooh, Mona.
Hi.
Hi. What is your
I'm here
holy
too.
trinity? Joel would
Okay,
love to know. Direct it all at Joel.
Number 1, iced Vovo.
Yeah.
Number 1.
Yeah,
Classic.
but can I say, Mona, I wrote old Ice Vibos. The new ones, they've cut all
No,
sorts of
old.
corners.
No, the old, you know, with
Yes.
the marshmallow, chunky, the mush, and then the coconut on top.
Yeah.
Oh, my God, it's the best.
Yum.
The
Yeah.
best.
Okay.
Okay, number 2 has to be a Monte Carlo.
Wow.
Wow.
You can't beat a Monte Carlo.
Yeah, you
with,
can.
Like,
You
You
can.
can.
You can by
Turns
heat.
out you can.
dip it
We've got
in.
6 examples already of how you can.
Definitely can.
Okay, and?
And then number 3 is like a chunky chocolate chip cookie.
Oh,
Like not
Yeah.
Yeah, chunky chocolate chip cookie is pretty good, actually.
Yeah, I've got that on my list.
Is it? What is yours, Joel?
Okay,
Come
let's do it,
on.
Joel. Come on.
Here we go. A TikTok. I love a TikTok.
Oh, a TikTok! And guess
What's
what?
a TikTok?
It's right twice a day.
Yes, a TikTok. They're like little
That's
what would you call it? Like sugar
amazing.
cookies with like a colourful clock on the front. They're very young.
They are
children-y
so
type
good.
cookies.
Oh my gosh. I don't think I've ever
They're
had
one
a
of my
TikTok.
favourites.
No, yeah. You think of the app when we
I
think
do.
TikTok.
And that even Google thinks that.
I know.
Those ones. Oh, yes.
Oh,
Well done,
wow.
Joel. Nice.
Thank you. Number 2, I'm doubling up with you on the double coat, Tim Tam double coat from the
Yes.
fridge. And then my number 1, and they once sent me some when I mentioned them, but they genuinely are my number 1. Bar and Bay, macadamia and chocolate
Oh
chip
my
cookie.
gosh, they're so
Yum.
good.
Oh, wow.
They are so good.
They
those
always give
cookies.
those on the plane, but they give the tiny
Yes.
little ones, and I always ram them in my bag and eat them in the middle of the night.
Delicious.
Well, I think we did all right there. That's the holy trinity of biscuits. I like it. Well done.
You're an
Thank you. Thank you.
Ricky Lee, Tim and Joel.
I'll give you the story first.
It's also a total banger.
India have successfully landed their spacecraft near the moon's south pole. How
That's
good's
really
that?
exciting. There's like a big space race on again.
No, that's right. They're racing to the top. They've landed in uncharted Tandoori territory.
Oh,
And
perfect.
scientists believe could hold vital reserves of frozen water and precious elements. Okay, who cares? So I started out in the office just mucking around, calling it the Samosa system. Okay.
Yeah.
And then I've gone on to other things. So you can't kind of combine India with space.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like the big Bangalore.
Oh, that's good. Oh, I didn't think of towns.
And then I like big
Cities.
Bangalore, but then I also went the big Bargee.
Nice.
I
That's
love
food.
onion bhaji. That's one of my favourites.
All right. Do you want
Are
to
they
keep going? or do you
are
want
they
another one?
broadcasting out of Nansa?
Ah, that's really good.
That's so
And,
good.
and how are the astronauts?
Oh my God!
Also a total banger.
That's it. That's the end of
amazing.
it. That's the end.
The astronauts.
I spent the whole
Yeah.
song trying to
You
come
know,
on with that.
you know, on the trip up there,
awesome.
the trip up there, they were watching their favourite actor in a movie. They love Dev Pluto.
But you got to be careful for that Corma comet that's coming through.
Guys,
But we might get sucked into the Black Jai Ho war.
okay, I got one more. I got two more. Okay. So when you're out at night, maybe you look up in the sky because you might see the Modi Way.
Oh my gosh, yeah. You have full Modi mania.
And then
Modi
I'm not going
mania.
to say this right because I always muck it up, but they love the Jonas Brothers and they can't wait to meet Priyanka Chopra Jupiter.
I think I'm having Indian for dinner now. It's
Oh,
made me really hungry.
you should.
It's the best.
Well done, India. You're on the moon.
Yeah. Good on them.
So good.
I think
Ricky Lee, Tim and Joel. On Nova. Ricky Lee, Tim and Joel's Week in Review.
We started the week with a strong coffee.
Oh, I've got news.
Yeah.
My first coffee I had today was a Nescafe Gold.
Yes. Did you love it?
Delicious.
I like my stovetop coffee things.
Yeah, man.
You've never made me one of your stovetop coffees when I've slept over. I'm always just lying there in bed like...
Yeah, because you wake up at 3 p.m.
Then you come in here going, I'm tired.
You've been in my back all night, pushing me in the back all night. I'm not trying to sleep here, mate.
Yeah, that's true because I'm trying to spoon. When it's my house, I'm the big spoon.
Okay. Oh, is that the deal?
That is the deal.
Look forward to your next Melbourne trip, then. I'm going to be like a ladle.
We travelled back to 2002 when Pink headlined the Roomba Festival.
Pink wouldn't be sharing the stage now.
No way.
Not doing
But I
Rumba.
remember
It's more like Rumble.
the year that Pink did it, she stood on a chair and she sung What's Up by the Four Non Blondes. So good.
That's rocking it out properly.
Because she knows that, you're meant to sit on a chair, but she's like, you know what, so what? I'm a rock star, I've got my rock moves, and then she got up on that chair.
Shot the hair warehouse voucher in the back for more gel, just in case she needs it.
Heaps of gel.
Yeah, she knows that where a spotlight is at any moment for more,
yeah.
for more silks.
Yeah, of
I need more
course.
silk. How am I going to get home? I don't have the Uber app.
Yeah, but she gets Uber bike, like a motorbike.
We live by our motto.
Radio is life. You just love radio. I was talking about you this morning. The things that when we are kids, you naturally gravitate to. Like when you were a kid, you used to like backing out songs, and normal kids don't do that. You knew that was something you were going to do, and I was the same with singing and lyrics and performing and all of that. And I'm
Joel
sure
used to
you
have
were the
hissy fits
same.
when he was young.
During our podcast intro on Wednesday, Joel fell right off his chair.
I wonder where Joel might be for the podcast.
Oh my God. What the hell are you doing?
Then showcased his hissy fit skills.
I got to pop to the office and get something. So.
What are you getting from the office?
Cool.
You would be the most annoying sibling. Oh, cool.
Thanks, Ricky Lee. Yeah, cool.
Oh, finally, I've gotten you to do something. I suppose it doesn't fall off your chair like a child.
Sorry, pardon.
Oh my God, this is so annoying.
Oh my God, you're so annoying.
Oh, you might need to call Joel's manager about that one.
Managing artists is a lot of brain power and takes a lot of time.
You're essentially a very high-end carer if you're a manager. Like, obviously not mine. I'm easy peasy.
Oh, yeah, you barely talk to yours.
No, I never talk to my manager, ever.
I get nasty with mine.
So if mine calls me, I'm like, oh, God, what have I done?
Oh, we love Shaz.
You putting out fires?
Tim left us hanging on a story.
But when they're a Hollywood star...
They are. They're
And then
very
when they
good.
shtup your friend, you got to find out.
In London?
No.
Oh.
Yeah, right in that.
is
We just up in London, mate. That's a good moment. That ain't funny project. International stups.
That's great. We should make that a regular segment.
Stup, collaborate and listen.
Stop right now.
Stop it.
Stop it. Okay, let's go, mate. Okay, thanks, everyone.
India landed on the moon this week.
So you can't kind of combine India with space.
Yeah.
So like the big Bangalore.
Oh, that's good.
Are they broadcasting out of Nansa?
Ah, that's really good.
And how are the astronauts?
Oh my God, that's brilliant!
You got to be careful for that Corma comet that's coming through.
Guys.
But we might get sucked into the Black Jai Ho war.
And finally, introducing Fork Creasy.
I'm not very good with chopsticks.
No,
Those
you are
plastic
not.
ones are the worst.
Why are you doing that with you? Because you've got a natural
I have
tremor.
a natural tremor.
God.
I once threw a gyoza across the restaurant in Japan, trying to get it into my mouth, and I said to Jack, I'm so tired, I just want to eat something.
Oh, have a fork. There's no shame in asking for a
didn't
fork.
want to ask for a fork.
I would shame you, but there's no shame in it.
Please, I was working on this show at the time, and I knew it would somehow come up.
Shame.
There's no shame in it.
Shame.
But I would shame you.
Shame.
Publicly.
Shame.
Yeah, of course, on this
And
show.
often.
Shame.
Yeah.
Shame.
Relentlessly.
Yeah,
Get
that's
right
right.
into my psyche.
Oh, Forky.
Fork
from Toy
Creasy.
Story.
And then you Toy Story.
Fork Creasy.
What a week on the Ricky Lee, Tim and Joel Show.